high school, not the most damaged to the stepladder. So, when the Minister for Education comes back to his old school today to present us with the award, I want this hall to look its best, not like a bomb site.
Oh, you can rely on me, Headmaster. I don't believe it. It's back.
Oh dear.
How can we solve crimes when we have all this paperwork to file?
Don't worry, Sally. I've got the problem solved. I'm going to put an ad on the internet for an intern to do the filing for us.
That was quick. Mr. Cummins, you're responding to the ad.
What ad? I'm here because I need your services. The past has come back to haunt me. 30 years ago, when I was a student at your high school, a trophy went missing. I was skipping class one day when I discovered the trophy cabinet smashed. The BG Cup was missing. Well, because I wasn't in class and I was found next to the smashed cabinet, it was assumed I stole the trophy. The trophy was never found until today. Now, suddenly, it's back in the trophy cabinet.
So, what's the crime you want us to investigate?
Who really stole the trophy all those years ago? If the trophy's back, it means the thief is back too. And I want you to find out who it is and clear my name.
Sally, this is our first cold case. Imagine the challenge of reopening a case that's 30 years old and trying to find the culprit.
Okay, we'll do it. Do you have...
The names of the other students who were at the school at the time of the theft? Yeah, I thought you might want them, so I got all the school records from 30 years ago. But they're in a bit of a mess.
Oh, just as well we've advertised for an intern.
And why do you think you'd be a good intern?
Did you say something? How soon can I take a holiday? No, you're not interrupting anything. Ew. Well, I'm not very experienced, but I'm keen, hardworking, I can type, file, and
You're hired! I need you to sort these files to find out who else was at school with the janitor, so we can investigate the suspects one by one.
I found someone who was in the same class as him. A kid called Bobby Shoebridge.
Shoebridge? Mr. Shoebridge?
Yes, Sally?
We'd like to discuss a trophy from 30 years ago, the BG Cup.
Oh, yes, look, I've just remembered I have to be somewhere important.
We think you're hiding something, Mr. Shoebridge.
Oh, dear. The noble warrior knows when to face the truth, so I might as well confess.
You're confessing about the trophy.
It was 30 years ago. I was young and foolish and heavily into disco music.
Disco music?
Yes, didn't you know? The Bee Gees Cup was for the Inter-School Disco Dancing Champion of 1978. Students from all the schools competed for this prestigious prize. Oh, I was a big disco fan as a teenager, and I was determined to win the trophy. I practiced and practiced and danced, but I lost.
Who won?
I don't remember. I was so disappointed the rest of that night is a blur. All I know is I put away my dancing trousers and never looked at a glitter ball again.
So you're not confessing to stealing the trophy?
No, of course not. I'm confessing to being into disco and being uncool.
Imagine.
Do you have any idea who really did steal the trophy? Or why they would return it the day the Minister of Education is due to arrive?
No, it's a mystery.
Maybe our new intern has established the names of all the students in the janitor's year. Then we can find out if any of them are his enemies.
I've sorted the files on every student from 1978.
Good work, Jasmine. Doowee, you start on the students whose names start with A. I'll do the B's, and Jasmine...
Oh, I didn't sort them alphabetically. That's much too boring. I sorted them according to what animals the kids look like. That's much more fun. See? A horse-faced student will go in the horse's file. A lemur-faced student will go in the monkey's file. And a student who looks like an iguana...
All the best in your next job, Jasmine!
What a mess! We're even further behind than we were before, and we still have no suspects. Ugh, it's useless. The cabinet has been cleaned and polished for the minister's visit, so there are no clues.
And of course, you remember the entrance hall. Oh, Minister, I'd like you to meet Sally and Doowee. They're two of the school's best students and junior detectives. Pleased to meet you. Are you working on a case at the moment? It's a case you might remember, Basil. I mean, Minister. The stolen disco dancing trophy of 1978? No, I don't remember it. But I was more into sport at the time, yeah. Yes, I remember you getting into trouble for kicking a ball in this hall. Shh, Bobby. Politicians don't get into trouble.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
Priscilla Montague, and I'm here for the intern job. While I was waiting, I sorted those files, tidied your desk, and made you a cup of tea.
You're hired. We've been going about the investigation the wrong way. Instead of trying to figure out who stole the trophy 30 years ago, we should find out who put it back yesterday.
Well, who might have noticed someone acting suspiciously near the trophy case?
The student who was decorating the hall.
Oh, I put that big glittering cup in the trophy cabinet yesterday.
You did? Why?
Mrs. Marchipore told me to smarten up the cabinet for the minister's visit. I knew there were some old trophies in the storage cupboard, and that's where I got the cup from. I didn't know it was special.
So it's just by chance that the trophy was put back in the cabinet?
Yes, but it was deliberately hidden in here all those years ago. But who would have done that? And why?
Well, the only student who has a key to the storage cupboard is the class delegate, like me.
Wow, what a difference!
Can you find out who was the delegate in the janitor's class 30 years ago?
Easy. According to the 1978 class delegate ledger, that was Indira Gupta. Here's her file.
The name doesn't ring a bell.
That's because Indira Gupta was married in 1995 and now goes by the name of Mrs. Marchipore.
Our science teacher?
You think I stole the disco trophy 30 years ago? Well, I'm glad to hear the trophy is back, but I'll tell you why I couldn't have stolen it and hidden it in the storage cupboard. One, I was never a class delegate, so I didn't have the key. And two, because I won the trophy 30 years ago.
Oh. How could we have got it so wrong?
We didn't get it wrong. It was the intern who said Mrs. Marchipore was the class delegate. Where is Priscilla?
Does this mean I can have my old job back?
Not now, Jasmine. We have an important fact to check in the 1978 class delegate ledger. No, it definitely says Class Delegate Indira Gupta.
Look, the handwriting of Indira's name looks like spiders, but the other handwriting in the ledger looks like jellyfish.
Aha, right.
No, Jasmine's right. Indira's name is written in a different hand to the rest of the ledger. Could it be a forgery?
Yes, Indira's name is covering up the original name of the class delegate, which is Basil Postlethwaite, now better known as the Minister of Education.
So he was the real class delegate all those years ago, and the new intern deliberately changed it in the ledger to throw us off his trail.
As class delegate, Basil had access to the storage cupboard. Why would he steal the disco trophy just to hide it?
I think I know. And by the way, Jasmine, you can have your job back. Disco fever and the perfect crime. The SBI can solve the case in time. The missing trophy is no mystery. The answer lies back in history.
Great pleasure to present the award for Most Improved Junior High to my old school, Little Bombay Junior High. It's all right. Proves I haven't lost my football skills after all these years.
Well, you've had lots of practice playing football on this hall, haven't you, Minister? Even though you'd been warned about playing football in here 30 years ago, you still did it. Then one day you accidentally smashed the trophy cabinet. If it was discovered you were responsible, you would have been expelled. So you made it look like a theft. As class delegate, you had access to the storage cupboard, so you took the disco trophy and hid it in there. And when Mr. Cubbins was accused and found guilty of stealing it, you did nothing to stop the miscarriage of justice. Oh.
Oh, what a fanciful story, Sally. I must say, you have a vivid imagination.
No, it's true. The fingerprints on the trophy match those on the ball the minister just caught, proving the minister took the trophy all those years ago.
It's true. It happened just like Sally said. Look, I'm sorry, Cubbins, for letting you take the blame. Please let me offer you a new job as janitor at the ministry.
I wouldn't work for someone like you. I prefer to work for my real friends.
So you're the minister's assistant?
Yes, and when he heard you were investigating the trophy theft, he asked me to, distract you. Politicians are very sensitive about past indiscretions, even ones 30 years old.
Come on, everybody! We've just won Best Improved, so now let's celebrate!
Once a star, always a star. We're pleased and proud to present the star of stars, Dizzy Mulligan, for his day-long non-stop pop concert.
The snob of snobs, you mean?
Hi there, you lucky guys and gals. I'm going to play me new hit. Are you up to pop?
Change channel. Can't stand this track. Hey, wait. His track sounds just like one of our numbers. You could even say that it's our song. Dizzy Mulligan has ripped us off.
Hit at Dizzy Mulligan is really hot. Huh, Daddy?
Affirmative. That is some serious hot rocking music.
Hey, everybody! I need a guinea pig for my latest invention, the Sonic Capto Analyzer Corrector.
Great, Doowee. You've created the tape recorder. It's been around for more than 50 years.
Sally, this is 10 zillion times better. My capturer records voice, but also analyzes the tones and then makes it better. Do you want to have a try?
I'll test it.
Do you know how to sing, Mr. Bollywood?
Doowee, you are standing before the great Harry Wood, ex-leader of the Electric Sitars.
I was born to rock and roll. Me and my sitar taking a stroll.
Thank you. How was it?
Out of tune, Daddy.
I'm sure that Dewey's machine revealed something else. Show me.
That was great, Bolly. Mr. Bollywood. Just one or two false notes. My software indicates them. I see it jumps there, there, and there. So I put the recording back to 0, and my Capto Analyzer corrects all the false notes.
Oh yeah, I was born to rock and roll. Me and my sitar taking a stroll.
Hey, now that's in tune.
I can't hear any difference.
Sally, there's a group of kids who are asking for the SPI, the Fuzzy Flu or some such strange name.
You mean the Fuzzy Frogs? The best group in the whole wide world?
Just the best rock group in the junior high school.
Harry Baji, isn't the sitar more your age group?
Somebody stole one of your songs. But you've got dozens of other great songs for the next concert. By the way, when is it? I could come backstage and...
Sally, are you spacewalking or what? Someone stole one of their songs. How exactly do you think the song was stolen?
Well, it's hard to say. We composed it about 2 weeks ago in our rehearsal studio at school, and the file hasn't been taken from our PC.
Did you make a backup copy on a USB key? Or maybe on a hard drive or something?
We never do that. Backing up's not really our thing.
And so Dizzy Mulligan is now playing your stolen song. You should maybe go and see a lawyer. They deal with that sort of stuff, right?
Do we look as if we could pay a lawyer? We really thought the SBI could help us.
Well, yes, but we usually take on cases where some object has disappeared, not intangible things like songs.
No problem. The SBI is proud to accept it. And we're going to go straight to your rehearsal space to investigate to the heart of creation.
Hey, Miss Rock Fan, do you mind switching back to detective mode for a second? We've never handled a song theft.
Huh, it's a case like all the others. To start the investigation, I need your photographs. Signed. Groupies. I talk to the fuzzies normally, not with a squeal.
The studio walls are ultra-soundproof. Impossible for someone to have heard you or recorded you from outside.
So in order to copy the song, the thief had to have had access to inside here. This incredible space.
Well, thanks. The music teacher let us decorate it as we liked.
Not difficult to enter this way. Can I see your computer?
More than 100 tracks. We've been using it for 4 years.
Girls, did you see? The SBI is here to investigate our stolen song. You're in the same class as my sister Julie, and here's Vanessa, our biggest fan.
Little Vanessa wants to be a backup singer. Still a bit young for that, right? Have you seen anything suspicious in the last few days? Or seen someone sneaking around the neighbourhood? No, nothing at all.
Not a thing.
And nothing from the computer. Not a trace of a possible hacker who might have gotten into the computer and made a copy.
There's only one solution. Let's question Dizzy directly. Let's see how he can explain all this.
It's the story of a band, Welsh guys who love our music. And one day you won't believe our very best song. Yeah, baby! Yeah! Stolen from us!
Sally Bollywood! Detective! We need to see our principal suspect! Sally! Sally! We've lost a lot of time with all your nonsense, and we don't have the least bit of a lead on our suspect, Dizzy.
Stay cool, Doowee. I thought of everything. Dizzy's not hard to find. It's his non-stop day-long pop concert on Once a Star, Always a Star.
And how do we get in, miss? I've thought of everything.
With Tommy and some stealth, Mr. Grouch all the time.
Hi there, man. We've come for the casting for the next Always a Star. But first, we just want to check it out. You do have a 40-track console, 6 playbacks, and a double-phase reverb, right?
Huh? Say that again, kid. Slowly.
Dizzy's not here. What do we do?
Well, we grab the chance to search. It could be that he's kept his copy of the recording here.
You okay? I'm not disturbing you. An explanation, make it quick.
We know you stole your latest hit from the Fuzzy Frogs.
We have the proof on their computer, so don't try to deny it.
Dizzy, you really disappointed me. To me, you were the top of the pops. Now you're just the rock bottom.
Okay, cool it. Let's tune our instruments and start over. What are you doing in my dressing room and what's all this about a theft?
Our classmates had their song stolen, then it became your hit. So we'd like you to explain yourself too.
Okay. Seemed too good to be true.
What do you mean?
My new hit was mailed to me with the lyrics last week by a fan who sang over the music. The fan offered to let me have the song. Honestly, I didn't think it was stolen. As the piece was really good, I recorded it here. And you know the success it had. Whoever sent me the song also recorded a message for me. Could help.
Ah, at last we have a solid lead.
Dizzy, I wrote this song. It's good, but it'd be great if you could sing it, so I'm making it a gift for you.
Sounds like he's altered his voice. We should analyze it. Can we take a CD?
The person who stole the song said that he wrote it. That means that the guilty party can only be a member of the Fuzzy Frogs. Okay, while you get back to the SBI, I'll go and grill the Fuzzies. Tommy must be back with them by now.
What?
Yes, according to the message, the guilty party is one of you. So?
That doesn't surprise me. Some people wouldn't hesitate to walk all over the others here. What are you insinuating, Tommy Swollen Ankles? You really wanted to be the singer, right? And for the group to be called Jeremy and the Frogs.
Hey, Tommy, a low-down trick like that from you wouldn't surprise me. Hand over songs to sync the group and then go off on a solo career.
Admit that it's you! Traitor!
It's you.
It's not me. Fuzzies, calm down. I'm not a wrestling ref, I'm a detective, and I need some calm to catch the guilty party. So just mute it, okay?
Bizarre.
One of the Fuzzies will confess. They prefer to accuse each other than naan-bread heads. What do you think?
There's something bizarre on this track. I can't pinpoint it exactly. This...
I know I was born to rock and roll. Me and my sitar taking a stroll. Be honest, Mrs. Apu. It's better now, don't you think? Mrs. Apu?
Excuse me?
You might applaud. Oh, they're so unkind.
Sorry, Hari Baji, but I prefer your normal voice. I can hardly recognize this one.
You're right, that's it.
So?
We're trying to identify the voice of the boy who left the message for Dizzy, okay? Listen, with my Capto Analyzer corrector...
Dizzy, I wrote this song. It's good, but it'd be great if you could sing it, so I'm making it a gift for you.
Does that voice mean anything to you?
Yes, and we heard it not all that long ago. everybody. The SBI will now present you a super song.
Dizzy, I wrote this song. It's good, but it'd be great if you could sing it, so I'm making it a gift for you.
Vanessa! But why?
It can't be! Not our favourite super loyal fan!
4 years! I've been following you for 4 years, helping and admiring you for nothing. I really wanted to be a backup singer and you never even asked.
We were a little busy with rehearsals, recordings, all that stuff.
No time to waste on the poor, insignificant little fan. Well, the little Vanessa, the nice little fan, is now taking her leave. Big Vanessa is finally going to start her own career with your song.
Hey, we didn't make copies. All our songs are on the hard drive.
Destroy 4 years of work? Make yourself enemies for life? It would be a pity, Vanessa. Hurting them won't do you any good, so give it to me. Phew.
Vanessa, we wanted to tell you, we've been thinking, if you want, we can audition you. We really need a backup singer and...
We think you might be the best one. Hey, Fuzzies, that was fantastic. Can I have your autograph?
Now you're not really in detective mode.
What? You can be a genius and a fan. No problem.
Children, the Little Bombay High is delighted to inaugurate a wall devoted to young artists. Graffiti is art, but it should be admired in a place specially intended for that purpose. This wall is as wide as the school is generous, and is big enough for you all to express yourselves all year long without scribbling, painting anywhere else.
Okay, you sheep, you gotta spray wherever they tell you to.
Show us what you can do, Melvin, instead of criticising. Unless you're scared, that is.
Scared? You'll see who's scared in just 5 seconds.
Oh no, that will do, you two. Today we are making art, not war.
Okay, I'm going. I'm scared your spraying will give me an eye ache.
All this excitement over a wall. What do you think, Violet?
Oh, you know, Raymond, me and modern art.
Go ahead, children. Show us your talent. Astound us.
Yes, it's good. No, to the left of the right. Ah, if I hadn't slipped on those dreaded stairs, I could show you. And it's not clean over there. Get cleaning.
Well, they couldn't fall any lower, right?
Sometimes I wonder if I should just let the place stay dirty. Your business is picking up, my little mongoose. You can go.
They tagged a wall painting?
Yes, all our drawings on the wall were toyed.
Toyed?
It's when you graffiti over someone else's work. I'm sure it was Melvin. You have to get him.
So what makes you accuse him?
He's jealous. He couldn't stand it that I could draw as well as him. So he began to provoke me by scribbling all over my work.
Okay, Sam, what then?
But I wouldn't be pushed around. I'm not that type. We went too far. We sort of redecorated the walls of the art room, and the principal didn't really appreciate it. As a result, we were not allowed to do graffiti at all, and that was everyone. On condition that Melvin and I made peace, the principal agreed to give us a special graffiti wall. Peace? What a joke! Melvin can't stand the other artists. He just wants the principal to cancel the whole thing. No more graffiti wall, no more anything for anyone. It's a really dirty trick because amongst graffiti artists there's a code of honour.
At the SBI, we have a code too.
Article 1, never accuse without proof.
And Article 2, you have to go and find that proof.
Oh boy, well our vandals certainly went to town on this one.
I hadn't noticed, but that tag was added by someone after the inauguration. It's cool.
A talented artist who doesn't want to be known and who also gets sprayed on.
Right. The first thing we do is analyse the paint.
You might get the brand, but it won't give you the name. Melvin doesn't paint with his fingers, so you're not likely to find his prints.
First, we don't know that it is him. Next, you never know. The vandal might be one of the artists. And
to find out, we're going to have to compare the paint in the graffiti to that of the artists.
You could also give us a list of your pals who painted here with you before the wall was vandalised.
To show you who painted what, I can do better. Phil was there, Nabil there, Renan there.
And the mystery artist there. Any idea who that might be?
The style reminds me of something. Hey, what are you doing?
Funny, they look very regular for simple spots of paint.
Sam, I have to tell you, if the name of the person responsible for this damage is not made known within 24 hours, there will be no more graffiti wall. This is a school, not a graffiti battleground.
Don't worry, 24 hours is plenty of time to solve the case.
To start with, we're going to have to analyse all this.
Sonking Zebus, Zilch 0 Big Blank. Oh, there's nothing in the SBI archives matching organised gang graffiti. How about you? You find anything?
This mystery artist. I've already seen his work on walls around town, but I can't remember where. And he also has an illegible signature.
Right. Any progress with the science?
Sample 28 and sample 53 match. The paint used by the vandal is the same as that used by one of the graffiti artists. And it's our unknown artist.
You sure?
Science never lies.
I'll find him, you graffiti genius. Even if he does work secretly, he's a graffiti artist like the rest. And I'm sure he couldn't resist putting his work on some blog or site. Sam, you're the art expert. Do you recognise his style?
Oh, that's him, no doubt about it. Illegible signature, anonymous site. How can we trace him?
In less than 10 seconds. Doowee, over to you.
Hack into the router. ISP ID. OK. IP. OK. Retrieving log and... There! The site was put online by Vadim Midav, 56 Mountain Street. A false address and no phone. The perfect suspect.
And untraceable. We're up a dead end. So's the investigation.
We don't have much time before the principal has the graffiti cleaned off the wall.
Wait, our artist has a blog. Therefore, he must have an email address.
I can track that easily. But then what? You're going to interview him by email?
Okay, King of the Keyboard, get to it. Even incognito, our little Vadim won't refuse an interview with a reporter from Little Bombay High magazine. Bingo! There, what did I tell you? We have a meeting at 2 o'clock behind the school.
And what do you plan to do?
Simple, 3 stages. 1, Doowee, you prepare for mission secret recording. 2, I wait for Vadim and I give him a gentle grilling. 3, I'm having lunch.
Turn the spoon to the left, Harry. Keep the wrists up or it's lunch, not concrete.
Ooh, it stinks.
This smell is really strange. Shivering shiver. I hope your daddy is better at making arrests than making curry.
Now the arm.
This is the 15th mic test, Doowee.
We have to be sure that it works. You never know. He might be dangerous. We may have to step in and... Oh, look out! He's coming! He's armed!
Look here, Mr. Artist. It's not very sporting to attack from behind. Melvin!
Mr. Melvin, or is it Mr. Vadim? Why did you sabotage our wall?
What? Are you nuts? What you talking about?
Stop this charade. The FBI has proof. I feel like spraying you in green, the colour of lies.
Hey, stop!
Are you completely crazy? This is so dangerous. You okay, Doowee?
So, I guess.
Okay, so you weren't attacking me. Sorry about the high voltage reaction. This is signed Vadim. Please explain.
Vadim is my artist's name. What counts as my work, not my name.
Your traitor's name, you mean? It was you that wrecked the show.
With his work underneath, doesn't make sense. Melvin, how do you explain that your paint was used to wreck the wall?
I have no idea. All I can tell you is someone broke into my garage where I keep my paint.
That's convenient.
Article 4. A suspect always has the right to prove his innocence.
The lock's been forced, but I can find no prints.
And yet the thief tipped over a pot of paint. It's all over the place.
You've got friends, Melvin? I thought you were always alone, busy painting.
Hello, Mr. Raymond, how are you?
Some weird neighbour.
Yeah, but he's harmless.
There, look! The spots! They're the same as I saw by the wall.
Okay, so what?
Now, we really have to think.
Yes, no more plaster cast, no more crutches, long live freedom!
Doowee, I think I've got a guilty party. Tell Sam.
Too late. I'm talking with Sam. As nobody owned up, the principal's gonna have the wall painted over.
We still have an hour. It's not too late. Meet me at Melvin's. You see those spots? Those marks are made by crutches. I mean by a cane that belongs to the guilty party.
I don't know of any graffiti artist who has a cane.
That's right. But the neighbour has one.
I did it, Violet! I got them!
Well done. Very good. Got who?
Those dirty little scribblers, Melvin and his gang. I, Raymond, I graffitied their pathetic little wall. I've pretended to support their graffiti for years. Now I got me revenge. That'll teach them, or especially Melvin, who painted the pavements of my street and forced me to look at the vile paintings on his gate every day.
Raymond, what's got into you?
And best of all, the principal's gonna repaint the wall. There'll be no more graffiti. All gone.
It's good. It's in the can. I'll check the levels and...
Filthy little hooligans, what are you up to in my garden? I, Raymond, I graffitied their pathetic little wall. I pretended...
I'm sure that our principal will love to hear all about this.
Raymond, don't you think you went too far?
Well, I don't know what got into me. What have I done?
Well done, Mr. Raymond. Now that's what I call making peace.
More to the left. There, to the right. There's one missing.
Have you practiced? Can you manage to float yet?
You bet. Sally's going to see what backstroke really looks like. Swimming's not all about muscles.
Classes A and B, now listen up, right now. I've just been told that the school pool will be closed for repair work for 3 months from tomorrow. So there's no swimming class, but the annual swimming competition is brought forward to today. May the best swimmers win, may the losers improve.
I haven't got a swimsuit and...
What, no swimsuit? Sorry. Look, I know the school can lend you a swimsuit, so you can still join in. How about that?
Oh, yes, wonderful. Get a life. What's the point of these competitions, apart from humiliating the non-sporty types?
Hey, what's going on? What was that? Plates that fall all on their own? Is this kitchen haunted or what?
Well,
what are you serving up to make us sick today, Marcello?
Relax, bambinettes. I prepared a special sporting dish. Tagliatelles with a sauce of Ferrari. After this, you'll swim faster than a barracuda.
Noodles? And why not cement?
Tomato sauce again? It doesn't go with my dress at all.
Organic, green vegetables, healthy eating. Ever heard of it?
Calm it down. Every day is the big operatic drama with you.
And pasta is very healthy too. Slow sugars, gradual assimilation, good for burning energy.
Go through an equation, Doowee science nerd. Who asked you?
I've got a great recipe. Alma and Jasmine ratatouille. Want some? So what's your plan to stay afloat?
A swimsuit with nano float and built-in propellers. With this I can move faster than a torpedo.
Doowee, I heard all that. No gadgets in the competition.
Take a seat. There's room here. Tough luck, Doowee. Maybe you could have won. Yeah, poor Doowee. He won't be the first sports jock on the podium.
Okay, Stan, you don't like competitions. We get the message. Change your hard disk. Your files have got a virus.
Ugh, yuck! Help! My insides are on fire! That burns!
Doowee, Lee, Stan, what's the matter?
Mr. Principal, you have to come quick. With the nurse. It's urgent.
Well, Miss Popoff.
It's bubbling and boiling like a volcano in there. An intestinal overheat. Embarrassing, but not too harmful. Right, those of you who didn't touch your food, go home. The others, it's time for the infirmary.
Marcello, explain this disaster.
But Principal, my pasta is just a recipe of my mama's.
Principal, sir, what about the swimming competition? For now, it's been cancelled. Do you expect them to swim on stretchers?
Strange. I ate the same thing as the others, but nothing. No pains, no overheated stomach. There must be some explanation.
Sally, you're the boss of the SBI, right? You have to help me. I'm accused of poisoning my little student. Mamma mia. Somebody sabotaged my pasta. You must find the guilty party. Mwah. Thank you, bellissima. I knew you would agree to help me.
No problem. The SBI will take the case. But on my own, it won't be easy.
The pasta was poisoned, and the FBI is investigating the case. Maybe you missed something, but I'm in the infirmary.
Cool. You make discreet inquiries there. Even if the other kids are sick, there can still be suspects. Somebody might be pretending. I'm going to look for clues in the kitchen.
And how are you going to analyze them? Science is my specialty.
Hey, if you can do it, there's no reason I can't manage it. Just give me the list of stuff to take.
Take the investigation kit and the fluorescent detector,
the molecular analyzer under the skateboard behind the Playbox 3000, and don't forget the variable impulse MIDI proton sequencer.
And how are you going to analyze them? Science is my speciality. No. Pooey, I can do analysis with my eyes shut and left-handed. Okay, now I'm going to see who fiddled with all this. Fingerprint detector. Brazilian zebras! My prints are all over the place. I forgot to put on my gloves.
Well, have you fixed our little swimmers? Am I going to be able to hold my competition?
I still haven't discovered what made them sick.
the noble noodle case. Suspect A, suspicious behavior. Stan, who hates competitions. What are you hiding? A special make a bellyache for everyone kit?
Ugh. That's my sick bag, Doowee. Give it back, or I'll call Miss Popoff. Oh, are you sending a text message?
Everybody, it's an SMS petition. We're going to get that poisoner Marcello fired.
Right, Sally, now concentrate. This must be the molecular thingamajiggy analyzer. Oh, where's he hidden the on-off switch?
Well, Sally Science, what about the analysis?
I'm right on top of it. We should get the results soon.
Well, you're going to find a girl's DNA for sure. Alma and Jasmine did the dirty deed.
They sabotaged Marcello's pasta so they could accuse him.
Have you got proof? The SBI has to be sure.
I've got it all. The motive and the proof. Motive, they hate Marcello's cooking. Proof, they've got a petition to get him fired.
Yeah, interesting. But will it stick? Anyway, they're not the only ones on the list. For starters, Marcello could have been taking revenge by making them sick. Not to mention Stan, who hates competitions. And then...
Look, I'm telling you, it's them. Alma and Jasmine fit the profile. Brats, nasty, snobs.
Hi there, Doowee. Can you say that again? We didn't quite hear. Right,
now you're going to be a good boy and do the analysis. Okay, concentrate. To sum up, if I'm not mistaken, this is my most difficult investigation.
Is it normal for the molecular analyzer to play techno and flashing lights? Yes, it's normal, because that's not the molecular analyzer. You took my special mobile sound and lights party pack.
Okay, how's it going with the suspects?
Flat out. After some discussion, I crossed Alma and Jasmine off the list. They have no motive for wrecking the swimming competition. They just bought the latest Gucci swimsuits and wanted to show them off.
Well, you're gonna have to work on the other suspects.
Thanks for that advice. I hadn't thought of that.
Come along, everybody. Underwear and bare feet. I'm going to check your reflexes from your knees to your toes. Lee, I'll start with you. No. What do you mean, no? I just meant not now. I can't hold it. Can I go to the toilet, miss? All right, but hurry.
Ah, now this is the right one. I've got the right machine, the manual. Now you pasta pieces are gonna talk. Now what's this little thingy?
Sorry, Lee, buddy. This may be indiscreet, but I do need to know some more about you. Oh.
One day Raja will come.
Mrs. Apu, Mrs. Apu, does this mean anything to you?
Great gurgling Ganges. Sally, where did you find this?
In the school cafeteria, and it managed to fill up the infirmary in 2 seconds.
Well, of course. This is the famous DAP, the delayed action pepper, the most potent in the world. It's delicious, but only for seasoned stomachs.
The mystery is, I ate it, but it had no effect on me.
No wonder, my little mongoose. Ever since you were a baby, I've raised you on pepper juice. You are immune, just like me, your daddy, and all the people who eat Asian food.
Asian food? Where can you buy it? Is there an antidote?
Like the antidote, the delayed action pepper is only sold by specialist herbalists. I think there must be around 50 in Cosmopolis.
Around 50?
Sally, I've got it. I know who committed the crime.
And his name begins with an L, ends with an E, and also has an E in the middle.
How do you know?
I haven't got a swimsuit in.
What? No swimsuit? Sorry. Look, I know the school can lend you a swimsuit, so you can still join in.
Just intuition. Go on.
Lee's medical file is stuffed full of excuse notes to get out of swimming. Temporary allergy to chlorine, passing hydrophobia. With my scan and integrated graphological program, you can see that the parent's signature is different every time. Lee was copying it. What I don't get is that today he only needed to attend, not to swim.
So why sabotage the pasta and make everybody sick?
We'll know more when we question him. But first, I have an urgent mission. His parents are herbalists, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. How do you know?
Don't bother. More intuition. Can you give me the address of their shop? Hello there. Would you have a remedy for delayed action pepper sickness?
Of course, I'll get it for you.
Well, I never. You must be Lee's mother. We're at the same school. I didn't know he loved water so much.
Lee could swim before he could walk. You can't beat him in the water. Here, this should be enough to cure a regiment. You mix it with a glass of water, and the effects should be immediate.
Thanks for your help, Sally. In 10 minutes, everyone will be right as rain.
If we want to find Lee, I know where.
Lee, it's no use hiding in there. Lee, do you hear me? Lee, we have all the evidence. We know it was you who put the pepper in Marcello's pasta, and I know why you did it. But it'd be better if you explained to the principal yourself. Lee, I promise you that everything will be all right.
I had no choice. Despite my fake excuse note, Mr. Jerome was going to make me attend the competition in a swimsuit. And as my mother gives me some extra strong pepper to spice my lunch, I put some in Marcello's pasta and pretended to be sick like everyone else.
But you're not a hooligan, so why, Lee? Why do it?
In my old school, they used to call me the alien. I have 6 toes. With my other foot, that makes 12 toes. It's humiliating.
It is a little surprising, of course, but so what? Being different is no cause for shame. It's often an asset. Lee, you're coming to the competition and you're going to try to win. Feet like that are better than flippers. You can beat them all. And maybe you'll win a prize.
I won! I can't believe it! And it's all thanks to you two. And sorry again for the pepper, Doowee.
Don't worry, that's not why he's sulking, right, Doowee?
Yeah, well, I don't think it's funny to have won the cup for the most ridiculous swimming style.
Sally,